We did it, guys. The one-shot comp did it. And with that, we are back to Grandmaster 2. And we're going to try to end the season with Grandmaster 2. This one-shot comp absolutely doing miracle for me right now. So this is a comp that I've been using to climb. I'm in currently Grandmaster 2 trying to hold on to it for the reset. And it is a new T-Knight one-shot comp using Golden Cheese that has been shared by Jaden. You can find her Discord down in the description below that I'm going to be putting. So you guys can go and chat with her if you guys would like to. She's a top player inside of the Hall of Berry server. And the toppings, okay, it's very similar to the old one-shot comps that we have gotten, except for just the Moonlight that is a little bit different. So T-Knight, 5 of the solid almond, focusing on damage resist, no cooldown needed. I would say for this one, however, you don't really need the attack speed. Maybe just going with attack and crit might work out because you are not using the enchanted robe. Alright, next one is going to be our Frill Jellyfish. Frill Jellyfish is using 5 of the Searing Raspberry because you just want the Searing Raspberry for the extra attack. So that Frill Jellyfish is able to do the little damage that she does and then dies off, gives the healing, and that's pretty much it. So focusing on the attack and crit, no damage resist required. Next one is going to be our Golden Cheese, 5 of the Searing Raspberry, focusing on attack and crit, and most importantly, damage resist, because Golden Cheese is going to be the last one to use skill, or second to the last to use skill. So she does need to survive, right? So damage resist is very important. Cooldown, you can have, you don't need it. I would say most important is damage resist. Next one is going to be our Moonlight. So Moonlight is using 5 of the Swift Chocolate. Maxed out on the cooldown if you guys can, 22%. I am not using any damage resist and just focusing on extra attack and crit because after Frill Jellyfish, it's going to be going to Moonlight. So you kind of don't really need to have extra damage resist for her. She just wants to die and then give the stack to Tina as soon as possible. And then the last one is going to be Black Pearl with 5 of the Searing Raspberry, focusing on the damage resist because she does need to survive as well. And then attack and attack speed not really needed, and maybe crit percentage. All right, so you can use this team, all right, with less than 15 Crystal Jam. I would say try to get it up to 10 if possible. It's just that, you know, you do extra damage with Black Pearl as well. But the treasures are going to be the scroll and the vial, all right, and then the insignia. So a little bit different than normal one-shot comp, but this is what has been really, really working well for me. All right, so let's keep going inside of the arena. So pretty much this team I use against most of the 1-2-2 comps that I do not see a feather in, all right? Or unless I know that, or I can kind of guess that it's going to be a pure vanilla. If it's a pure vanilla, I try to stay away, but yeah, if it's a 1-2-2 that I see something like this without the feather and using a whistle and scroll, we're going to go with this. But just because of the fact that it's a 1-2-2 doesn't always mean that you're going to be 100% win rate either. There are times when they use something like the Moonlight in the enemy team, and the Moonlight will prevent you know, your cookies from killing the Golden Cheese and the other cookies, because Golden Cheese is going to go into her sarcophagus, and then, you know, it just protects the other cookies from, you know, dying because of the shield. So if that happens, then it is a problem. But, you know, in most cases, this is how it's going to end, where, you know, you're going to have someone like Black Pearl, Golden Cheese, or T-Knight, or Moonlight, Golden Cheese, and T-Knight. And then the enemy Golden Cheese uses attack, and then you have Insignia, you have the Revive, and then you just come back alive and finish off the job. Right? So most damage coming out from Golden Cheese, but, you know, the other cookies are doing pretty well too. The sorbet comp is not that strong against this particular comp, but yeah, definitely for against other ones like, you know, double tank, double DPS. Those are the ones that sorbet will actually shine really, really well in. So yeah, something like this where, you know, they have level 30, 5-star ascension, 5-star ascension, feather. This is a automatic skip. I will not be versing this one right here. So here's another one. We do have Golden Cheese and Crimson Coral on the enemy team, but they do have a vial instead of whistle this time. So here we go. All right, so this one is a Moonlight. So there are times, again, when Moonlight will be used. And then, like right here, you can see that the Golden Cheese protected the Crimson Coral from actually dying off because of the sarcophagus shield. When that happens, it can sometimes, you know, mess up your cookies, and some of them will die off before you're able to kill off the enemy Golden Cheese. This time around, we got lucky. we're still good. We got rid of the golden cheese with our golden cheese. And there you guys go. T-Knight as well as golden cheese still being used. Still having the highest damage. Moonlight and Black Pearl still doing quite some damage here. And you can see right there, Moonlight and the enemy team actually doing a ton of damage as well. All right, another one. That's another vial right here. Let's go. So another sorbet comp here. All right, so you know, as you guys are seeing in this right now, T-Knight is not dead. All right, I put T-Knight on the SS tier for my PvP tier list because of this reason. I wouldn't necessarily say T-Knight is like absolutely 100% like meta. I would say like Golden Cheese and Snapdragon. Those are the metas. But T-Knight is still being used. The old man is not gone yet, guys. Like I said, there's always gonna be at least one type of one-shot comp inside of the season, inside of the arena. Whether that is a different variation of a one-shot comp or not, there is always gonna be a one-shot. All right. And there's another thing. So there is a team where they will have burnt cheese as the single tank. When that happens, there are times when burnt cheese will actually protect the golden cheese on the enemy team, stun our cookies, and will kind of mess up the skill order. So there is a possibility of that happening as well. So just keep that in mind. When somebody is kind of covering up the front cookie, there is a chance of where that might be it, like where they're covering up burnt cheese instead. So just keep that in mind while you're still versing some of these comps. This time around, they do have a level 20 Black Pearl Crystal Jam, but we're still gonna go with it. All right, so this time around, it is the Moonlight. So this is the type of comp sometimes where you might lose. All right, we'll see how it goes. So it's up to us to kill that Crimson Coral, but I don't think we're gonna be able to get rid of that Crimson Coral anytime soon here. Actually, we got lucky here. We got rid of the Crimson Coral, we got rid of the Golden Cheese, and we should be 100% okay. There are times, again, where their entire team just survives because their Golden Cheese pops earlier and then provides that shield. But this time around, we did get rid of the shield pretty darn quickly with the rotation of our skills. Black Pearl and our team just doing so much damage, while the enemy team literally died before it happened. All right, this time around, a 5-star Ascension and 1-star Ascension Crimson Coral. Let's go. This one might be a sorbet, or sometimes I've seen like Rockstar as well, but here we go. So this is another somewhat of a counter as well, the Frill Jellyfish, because the Frill Jellyfish on the enemy team will prevent our Black Pearl from using the skill. All right, so just like that, the Frill Jellyfish messed up the skill order, which makes it so that Black Pearl is not able to use skill at all before she dies. This time around, we weren't even able to kill off the enemy Golden Cheese, and they still have the revive over there. So yeah, the Ensnare is a good counter. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes will come up and will ruin your skill. And that is a one-shot comp, counter, as you guys already know from last time, that when Frill Jellyfish was released. So because of that fact, just in case, like the overall attack power is a lot lower than it usually is, then you can guess that it's gonna be something like Sorbet or something like Frill Jellyfish and things like that, instead of a Moonlight and like Golden Cheese and stuff. Okay. All right, so there's the Moonlight one again. This time around, let's see if we're still able to beat this. This time around, I don't know if we got rid of the Black Pearl, but our Golden Cheese did pop the sarcophagus first here. The Moonlight is there still. Come on, T-Knight. Yep, T-Knight got rid of the Moonlight, and we're gonna win this time because of the Insignia. So that's the reason why Insignia is just so good, in my opinion. So there you go. T9 just doing so much damage this time around because both the Moonlight and the Frill Jellyfish died really quickly, allowing the 4 stacks to be on T9 as well. But anyways, this is a really good comp. Again, thank you to Jaden for sharing this because it absolutely carried me all the way up to Grandmaster 2 with the combination of certain different comps as well. But mainly been using this comp. Again, the toppings are pretty simple. I would say the only 2 real ones that you need to focus on damage resist is right now these 2 right here. And then these 2 literally has 0% damage resist. T-Knight does need the magic candy though. Alright, the magic candy is required for the stacks. Right, just keep that in mind. But overall, a really good comp, and I would recommend you guys to try it out because one-shot comps are the comps that you can actually use to kind of beat the comps, right, that have like super high ascension and stuff. So try it out if you guys have the ability to do so. Definitely recommend it.